Well, we all know that our accounts are growing because we're out here doing the work, and we're excited about all of the commission updates and so much more here at JubiRev, Jubi Max. So I am going to swing the call to a gentleman who we haven't heard from in a couple of days because he is a world traveler, but I did hear his voice when I checked in, and then he'll swing it to the president. So, guys, the next voice that you will hear, and I hope I'm correct by introducing him, is Mr. T. Lamont Silver. You all know him very well, building an awesome JubiRev, Jubi Max business, helping all of us to understand what we have a hold of just more and more every day. So without further ado, that great, awesome business builder, multiple seven-figure earner in this industry, Mr. T. Lamont, are you out there with us?
I am, Boomy, and if you could stay there, I just want to make sure that as I'm talking you can hear. I'm going to bring on our president because I don't know how good my internet connection is. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you very clearly.
Fantastic, and to all of our JubiRev family, it is so great. I am having webinar withdrawals. My lovely wife and I are down here in Chile, and let me tell you that things are happening so strong in JubiRev that even down here in Chile, we're hearing about JubiRev, Jubi Max. We jump on our Skype. People are all pumped up because they went into their back office. They saw commissions. We've even heard, I hope the president won't reprimand me for saying this, we've heard of multiple folks that have hit in some cases very high, five-figure commission results. Very high five-figure commission results. People are. I even saw on Skype people were saying, "Hey, I've got some Jubi points. How did that happen?" Well, remember there was a founders bonus. You enrolled folks during the founders bonus, and your enrollees, they made purchases. Remember, you got some Jubi point matches. So the word on the street down here in Santiago, Chile, is that there are folks that are well over 5 figures in Jubi points because they have been building their businesses. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's give you over to our visionary leader. I know he's been working the programming team. They've been working around the clock, even during the holiday time, working around the clock. Let's give it over to our president, our leader, J. Joshua Beisel. President Beisel, good to hear your voice, my friend.
Absolutely, T. Lamont. How are amazing things down in Chile? I bet it is absolutely beautiful there.
It is, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm having withdrawals. So we boarded the plane on Friday, and as much of a great time as we're having down here, we're ready to get back into the saddle. So we'll be back in the saddle very soon, my friend.
Well, T. Lamont, it is an absolute pleasure to have you out here, and we've kept a light out here for you. And I got to tell you, there are amazing things happening. One of the first times, I think, T. Lamont, we're going to have this webinar, and I've got some surprises that even you don't know about because I just approved them. So, T. Lamont, I know you're having a little bit of webinar withdrawal, but I got to tell you, here on this call, you ought to get a little bit of webinar excitement too, because we have done so well. We have exceeded all of my expectations, which were very high expectations, that on today's call, I want to take an opportunity to give back a little bit. So we're going to just go ahead and just jump right in here, folks. Number one, just to let you know, I know there's so many of you out there that are just saying, hey, I've got so-and-so on my team. He really wanted to be here. He can't make it. Is the call going to be recorded, folks? Absolutely. We've got it recorded. We're going to get this up for you. Don't worry. But grab a pen and paper. You're going to want to take some notes because, T. Lamont, this is going to be one of our biggest update calls. And I'm so excited because, as you aptly noted, commissions are live. That's right, folks. April 1, 2013. On time again, another amazing epic deadline met by our incredible team, and commissions are live. We have been hearing from leaders. Now, T. Lamont, I'll tell you, this was huge. I don't I don't often write checks this large, but suffice it to say that this was a multiple six-figure commission payout. And one of the most interesting things about that is we haven't even started through revenue sharing our daily leadership bonus pool. So you ain't seen nothing yet, let me tell you. So commissions are live. Here's the next update. This is really important for a lot of you who understand a little bit about our compensation plan, kind of how it works, is through the day, people make purchases. Through the day, you got purchases on JubiMax.com. Through the day, people are purchasing, Jubi Bucks. They're spending in cash. And what happens is, with this powerful compensation plan, you actually have an opportunity to earn daily, not just daily, but actually hourly. So, T. Lamont, I don't know if we've even had a chance to cover this, but as of a few hours ago, commissions are running hourly, okay? And again, we haven't even started the revenue sharing part of this yet, but the key commissions are actually updating every hour right now. And, I got to tell you, we have some amazing 1-carat diamond members out there. I believe we had somewhere around 5 or 6 who actually qualified. Really, really exciting. And we're going to make sure that we take some time as a company, T. Lamont, to do some real, to really give them some accolades and put them up on a pedestal. They've worked really, really hard, not only in achieving what they've achieved for themselves, but T. Lamont, really what they've helped their team already begin to achieve. And I'm hearing from people every day that are like, oh my goodness, do you know what's happening with the Jubi Suite? Do you know how I'm actually able to really start to get ahead here and how excited I am? So, T. Lamont, really, really going to be a lot of fun to give some accolades to our amazing leaders out here who have really gone to work for everyone. But most importantly, their teams are growing as well. So I also want to take just a moment here on this call, T. Lamont, and I don't know if you know this or not, but we have a brand new presidential diamond director here with JubiRev, Jubi Max, our very first one, T. Lamont. Would you like to meet him?
I'd love to meet that person.
Do you have a mirror nearby? T. Lamont, I got to tell you, if you were here stateside right now, I would make sure that I had an opportunity to put together a formal award and present this to you here on the webinar. But since you're in Chile right now, I don't have that opportunity. When you get back, we're going to have to get together, and I want to buy you another dinner and have an opportunity to present an award to you. But really kind of on 2 parts, T. Lamont. One, obviously achieving the rank here of Presidential Diamond Director, absolutely incredible. Your tireless work, even on vacation. I felt bad sometimes because I know you're working, taking a little time with the family during the day and working with us at night. And I know you're having webinar withdrawals because sometimes the internet's not good enough to talk, but it hasn't stopped you from typing and Skyping and working, and your tireless efforts have really, really paid off. So, for that, I want to say thank you, and I want to say congratulations, but I also want to say thank you, and this is really, I think, the most important thing, for all of your leadership to the field. There are so many people that you've been able to help, to assist, to inspire, to lead, to teach, to train, all the things that you've helped do. I just want to say personally, I really, really appreciate that. And as you said, there are leaders out there who are already beginning to see their points total grow, and we're just getting started. They're already having an opportunity to actually get some pretty big checks, actually having the opportunity to make some pretty serious cash. But the best part is, the best part of the compensation plan yet to come. Now, T. Lamont, right on the heels of being able to congratulate you on being our very first Presidential Diamond Director, I want to say this, very important. We've made a decision here that we are going to go live with revenue sharing through our daily leadership bonus pool on the 8th of April 2013.
Now, there we go. There we go. There we go.
We're going to get it done. Now, my team has been up, they've been up since early yesterday morning all the way through the night. I think a few of them actually broke to take a 20 or 30-minute cat nap. And I'm going to let them really relax tomorrow, and then we're going to go on an epic run, and we're going to pull the rest of it together here. It's very, very exciting. And T. Lamont, as you know, because you have experience in this, when the revenue sharing starts, people start to get really excited, right? Okay?
Yes, exactly. It's over.
Now, this is going to be where, for the first time, you don't know what's going to happen because you've been a little out of pocket here, and you deserve to be, by the way. You really deserve this. But this is where I'm going to share what I truly believe is the very best way that I can show my gratitude to the field is in the form of a bonus. Let's take a look here, Tilamon, at what we've put together. Now, as you probably know, really, really exciting out there that we had the founding members bonus, and you know, it was a very big success. But what you're seeing right here on the screen right now for the very first time is our special first wave bonus. Now, Tilamont, let me tell you a little bit about the first wave bonus. The first thing I want you to understand is that the only reason we can do this is because everyone's joint efforts all together have helped us achieve some monumental growth. We have an amazing team. Everybody has worked so hard. They've done so well. We're continuing to grow. And because of that, I'm going to do this first wave bonus. Let me tell you how it works.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, I just read it.
That?
Whoa.
Okay, I know. So here's what we're going to do. Because I know that the founding members bonus, we had no choice but to put a harsh deadline on it on the 27th, okay? And we had extended it a little bit, but on the 27th, the founding members bonus was over. So for those that actually got started on the 28th through today, they were not founding members, and that was closed off. I'm going to talk a little bit about the founding members bonus here in a minute. But I want to do something special for them, and I really want to do something special, Tilamont, for everyone who is continuing to grow their business and everyone who is continuing to build in the field, everyone who is actually working hard to continue to get the word out about Jubi. I want to do something special with them. So here's what we're going to do. From the 28th through April 22nd, which is 2 weeks after revenue sharing starts, you're going to be able to qualify for this very special first wave bonus. It's very simple. We're going to award 10% more points when Jubi Bucks purchased from March 28th through April 22nd, and they're going to be awarded after given away based on PQV. Okay? So again, 10% more points. That's big. That's big, T. Lamont.
That's huge.
Now, we're going to do something a little bit more than that, though. We wanted to do something really big to show our gratitude and make sure that everybody has an opportunity to get off to a big start. Yep, you saw it. Whatever you earn, T. Lamont, in your power generational bonuses, you're going to earn matching Jubi points 3 generations deep. Now, let's talk about that for a moment. This is really important. Let's say that you are at the diamond level. And at the diamond level, you have the ability to earn 3 levels, and you're earning 10%, 5%, 1% on new purchases of Jubi Bucks. Now, here's what happens. You've got some real width. You've got some real depth. You're getting an opportunity to really grow there. And so we want to give you, for every Jubi Buck that you're earning there, we want to actually be able to give you matching Jubi points, okay? Now, the 3 generations makes it huge. Now, T. Lamont, a lot of people, maybe they just brought in a few people, maybe they just have a few people on the front line, but some of those people really went to work. And so 2nd generation, 3rd generation, you've got some real volume there. Well, with the special first wave bonus, here's what happens. You get an opportunity to get a matching Jubi point for all of the e-cash that you earn through your power generational bonuses, okay? Now, when I did that, and I looked at it, and I said, this is what I want to do, T. Lamont, because this is big. I mean, T. Lamont, is this big?
That's more than big. That's more, especially knowing some of the folks that got some commissions. Some people Skyped me and gave me an idea of what they did, and I know that some of them are going to take those a good amount of those commissions and purchase more Jubi Bucks. So now this becomes huge.
Well, and that's when I looked at this, and I said the same thing. I said, this is huge, and this is what we need to do. This is really going to get people fired up and excited. And that's when I realized, though, T. Lamont, that that
I just saw that. I just saw number 3.
Number 3 is where I said, you know, I wish I'd have been able to understand how this could work when we did the founding members bonus. And then I said, you know what, we've done so well. And all of our founders out here on this call, and everyone in the field, and everyone listening to this via recording, everyone's just worked so hard. We've all come together. I mean, everybody has just been helping one another. It's been an epic build. I said, you know what I'm going to do? In addition to what we've already done with the 15 and the 10 for the founders bonus, I'm going to have our programmers over the next few days. It's probably, again, I'm going to have them sleep on Tuesday, but Wednesday, Thursday, I'm going to have them go through retroactively, and I'm going to look at founding members, what they had coming in terms of their power generational bonuses on their second and third generation. And for some people, this is huge. And I am going to bonus the second and third generation to those founding members, and we're going to be applying those to their Jubi point balance. And we're going to get this done, and we're going to do this before
this is crazy.
We go live.
This is crazy.
It is.
This is crazy.
But look at what we've done. See, that's the thing, T. Lamont, is when everybody works as hard as they've worked and the job gets done, and you get past that tipping point to where you're gaining momentum and we're adding countries and people are coming in and you know, you're down in Chile and you're hearing about it everywhere. I mean, Jubi has made a huge, huge splash out there. We've got everybody on their tiptoes. The thing to do is to really reward the people who are going to work to make this happen. And so that's why we wanted to put this together. And I put this little chart on here, Tilamon. I know it may not come through real super clear on everyone's screen because it's the webinar, but I just wanted to kind of go through. Well, let's say somebody, Tilamon, is at the Ruby level. Okay, at the Ruby level, what this means is as they begin to experience growth in their organizations, they're going to get a match of Jubi points on what they're earning 3 levels deep, the 7, 3, and 1. They're earning that in eCash, but they're also going to be picking up bonus Jubi points. It is absolutely huge. And then being able to go back to take care of those founding members, it's awesome. Now this was a tough call, T. Lamont. And you know, I got to tell you, this was a big decision because, as you said a few minutes ago, when we start revenue sharing and the word is out and everybody can see how well we're doing, we really don't need any incentive because at that point everybody's going to be piling in anyway, right? But I said, you know what I really want to do is I really want to help everyone have the opportunity to not just get a little traction, but I want to help people get dug in. You see, sometimes if you really want to create success, T. Lamont, what you have to be able to do is go all the way. And I feel a little guilty because I slept for about 4 hours last night. Most of my team did not. Okay, so I do feel a little guilty about that. I knew I wanted to have a little strength to come out here tonight to show this, but when you really got to be successful, sometimes, T. Lamont, what you got to do is you got to dig in and you got to go all the way and you got to do whatever it takes. And so for all of our field who are out there promoting and building, I know that once we get to revenue sharing, the job gets a little bit easier because there's a lot more people know what's happening. But I want to give everybody 2 weeks to get dug in. And so this is huge. This is an opportunity for all of our founders, all of our first wave members, everyone here as part of the very beginning of Jubi Rev, Jubi Max. I want to give you an opportunity to get dug in, to get some real traction and to create some real growth, to start to really get your business moving, and that's why we've put this together. Now, let's talk about, T. Lamont, I just want to quickly talk about the Founders Bonus, which let me actually log in here for just a moment. I'm going to actually show this because for our founders here on today's call, and I realize we've got some people here that that were not founders that are going to be joining us as first wave members, and I just want you to know, if you're here as a first wave member, be grateful to the founders who went to town, who went to ground to be able to kind of spread the word and eventually share this incredible opportunity with you. So we want to appreciate them for what they've done. But T. Lamont, I want to talk a little bit about the founding members here. I'm going to get logged in just a second. The founding members, because we have a lot here on this call, and you know they've worked really hard, and I want to make sure that we reward them. And to do that, I want to quickly share, T. Lamont, how the founding members bonus works. What happens is, as they give away Jubi Bucks, okay, as they promote, they give away Jubi Bucks, they're going to be earning Jubi points. But if you were a founder, for the points, for the Jubi Bucks that you purchased during that time frame, or that were part of your PQV during that time frame, as you give them away, you're going to be earning an additional 15% more points. So if you're a founder and you log into your back office and you don't see that right now, that's okay, because towards the end of this call, you're going to begin to understand how to go out, how to begin to promote, how to begin to give away Jubi Bucks. We're going to talk about that, and you're going to understand how to earn points. And if you were a founder, for those points that were part of your PQV during that time frame, all the way through March 27th, 2013, those points are going to be coming in at a rate of an extra 15%. But, T. Lamont, as you noted, when you started the call today, a lot of people logged into their account. What do they see? They saw points. They didn't even expect them. They just, boom,
That's
poof,
right.
they got points. Those points are an award, part of the founder's bonus, of 10% of everything that your front line was actually doing. Okay, so your front line was out there. They were busy. You brought them in, and as they got started, you earned 10% of the Jubi Bucks that they purchased in Jubi points, and that's what you see already there. And as you said, T. Lamont, some of the numbers are absolutely huge. Let's see if we can actually get logged in here, T. Lamont, because we've got a lot that I want to actually show here on this call. So this is a training account. Let me actually make sure that everybody can see that here. Now this is here we go. So we've got it. This is one of our training accounts. So if you were a founding member, here's what's going to happen. If you shared JubiRev, Jubi Max, and had your team actually upgrade and activate, you're going to see when you log into your account that you've got some Jubi points. Okay. Some of you have a little, some of you have a lot, but I'm going to show everybody here on this call how to go get a whole lot more than what you have now. Okay. Now, the best part about it is, as we go through this and as we begin to give away the Jubi Bucks, you're going to have an opportunity to earn even more Jubi points. So that's how that works. As you know, commissions are live. So those of you that have earned commissions, it's real simple. All you're gonna need to do is go over here to the Lost you there for just a second, T. Lamont. Let's talk about
yeah, we lost sound there. Just as you were logging in there and starting the show, we lost sound for about 20 seconds.
Okay, so let's talk about commissions and let's talk about bonuses. Now, let's go over the founder's bonus one more time. Just want to make sure everybody's clear on that, T. Lamont. Let's make sure that we've covered everything on the first wave bonus. Okay. Any questions on either of those two, T. Lamont, or any points of clarity you think we should go over?
I'm sorry, Mr. President. I was looking at some of the questions there, so I got distracted. So forgive me for that, my friend.
No worries. So I want to move on to commissions real quick. But before I do, I just want to see if you know any specific questions that we might be getting on the first wave bonus or the founding members bonus.
When you go back, if you would go back real quickly to the PowerPoint, and let's just make sure people understand what you mean when you say PQV.
So their personal qualifying.
That was related to the first part, which this is a huge bonus. This is huge. So when you say 10% more points when Jubi Bucks are purchased from 3/28, so this is retroactive, through April 22nd, awarded after they are given away based on PQV, does that mean then if I make a purchase, let's say I made some commissions, and let's say I made $1,000 in commissions, and I opted to take 1,000 of commissions and purchase more Jubi Bucks, that would be PQV there. And then as I give away those 1,000 Jubi Bucks, I would actually earn, instead of just 1,000 Jubi points, I would earn 1,100 Jubi points in that example because I got a 10% award. Is that how that works on point number one?
Yes. And
Wow.
that's really
Wait a minute,
big.
wait a minute. So Mr. President, through Skype, I was told by several folks, hey, I had 2,000, 4,000, 10,000, 15,000 in commissions. Any amount of those commissions that folks choose to take to purchase more Jubi Bucks, they're going to get not only the Jubi Bucks, but now when they give that away, an additional 10% award to the Jubi point between now, actually going retroactive back from 3/28 until April 22nd. Is that what I understand?
Yes, that's correct.
That's crazy. And
Now,
so further from 3/28 until April 22nd, someone's building their referral network. Julio Cruz is building his referral network. Wooter's building his referral network. Suzanne's building her referral network. Whatever they would normally earn in commissions based on that table, let's say if they were diamond, 10, 5, and 1, not only will they earn that in commission still, but they're also going to earn that in matching Jubi points. And you're taking that and making that on the second and third generation, you're making that retroactive. Is that what I'm understanding?
yes, it's huge.
I know you've got to go on, but I really hope, family, that you understand how big this is. This is crazy. I'm mouthing to my wife now that you're not kidding about making us the flag bearer of revenue sharing. This is crazy, and crazy means good, by the way.
Now,
this is mad money. Go on, Mr. President.
No. Now, you're absolutely right. Let me also illustrate the second half of that, which is anyone here on this call. You've gotten started, you're here with JubiRev, Jubi Max, you're all in, you've got leads, you've got people who have opted into your site, you've got people in the wings, maybe you've kind of talked to a little bit about JubiRev, Jubi Max, and now that founding members bonus is over. Now that founding members opportunity is over, and so you're probably thinking to yourself, well, that moment in time has just passed, and it has. However, what we're now empowering you to be able to do is to go back to those prospects and to go forward to new prospects and be able to invite them to join as one of the first wave, and those people will have these opportunities here, which I believe this is such a powerful bonus that I actually had to go back and add to the founding members bonus. So again, that's how big this is I had to go back and add to the founding members. It's absolutely fantastic. So if there are additional questions on that, we're going to get a new tab up in the back office within the next 24 to 48 hours over near where the founding members tab is. That actually goes over the first wave bonus, and we're going to be able to take care of that. Those of you that have earned commissions, most of you have already figured out how to log into your account and go over and navigate your way through the commissions to be able to see that. But here's the next thing that we really need to make sure that we talk about, and this is important, is the commission page settings. So I'm going to log in here real quick, Team Lamont. I want to go over these commission page settings. This is also very, very new. Just a second. All right, so now I'm logged into a test account here. That should be showing up here in just a moment. And we have a lot of people on this webinar. There are some delays here. Quite frankly, I'm surprised that it's actually still running. So let me go through here and see if I can take us over here to the commission settings page. Okay, now Team Lamont, this is very new. A lot of people here on this call have never seen this page before. They may have seen its predecessor, but this one is very, very new. On here, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 different ways that you can actually earn. Okay, so there are 8 different ways that you can earn, and we're going to want to do an entire training program on this. We're not going to do the entire training program on this tonight, but there are some key points that I want to cover. When you click on each of these, it will expand out. Now I'm going to zoom in my screen here just a little bit if I can to make sure that everyone can kind of see the screen. This is commissions paid on generations, your power generational bonus. That should be popping up on the screen there. Now, Lamont, this is very new. This is the amount that you can actually choose the amount that you want to have go direct to eCash, or if you would like to have a percentage of it to go over to JubiBucks. So you can set this up to automatically put part of what you're earning in eCash over to JubiBucks. You have that ability right here. So if you wanted to just go through initially and set this up to where you would have 60% coming through to eCash and the balance to JubiBucks, you would be able to do that. Okay. Now, the reason why this is a powerful tool, Lamont, for your team is because a lot of the team wants to go out and continue to promote, to continue to build Jubi, to continue to bring in new customers, and in so doing, they're earning more points. Now, what does that do for them? Well, as you grow and as you have more points, you have an opportunity to earn more in our revenue sharing through our daily leadership bonus pool. So for those who want to have an opportunity to go out and get more customers, go out and promote more, you're going to want to have more JubiBucks, and so you can choose to set this to divert some of the eCash immediately over to JubiBucks, and you can set that right here. So this is really important. There are several of these, Lamont, that are in here, and some of them are already preset in here. Some of them are already preset in your account. These are all going 100% to eCash by default, and that's why when we woke up this morning and we ran commissions, we had multiple six figures being paid out to the field right here through eCash. Some of these are capped at the percentage that can actually be paid out in terms of eCash versus JubiBucks, and so for those you'll actually be able to go in and kind of adjust some of the different numbers so that you have an opportunity to set that up exactly the way that you want it. And Lamont, I also want to be clear with everyone here on the call, you are going to want to continue to make sure that those settings are where you want them to be over the next 3 or 4 or 5 days, because we literally are going live with a lot of this stuff even as we're on the call, Lamont. So some questions or comments on that, Lamont? I know this is the first time you're seeing that.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. You know, I've been, for 2 years, we've been huge proponents of the revenue sharing model, and we've seen companies that have done phenomenally well, to the point of some companies generating $10 million a day. And even after generating $10 million a day, we never had any type of reporting like this. And to see this happen in just a few short weeks of people loading funds and purchasing JubiBucks, and we haven't even started. Guys, are you getting this, guys and guyettes? We haven't even started the revenue sharing yet. Can you imagine what's going to happen? My gosh, Mr. President, you and the team have done a phenomenal job. Let me shut up, because you won't get through the rest of the webinar if I keep chiming in. Go on, sir. This is impressive.
It really is. And so I know that there's going to be a lot of training that people are going to want to be able to go through on that, so that they have the opportunity to understand how to maximize where they are with their business, to be able to maximize going out, promoting more, getting more customers, and through that activity earning more points. So really, really important stuff there. But I've got several additional things that I need to cover here. So let's jump right on in here if we can. And let's see if we can show that screen. That should be coming up here in just a second. All right, so let's kind of take a look here. We've covered the commission page settings, and again, Lamont, I know that there's going to be some specific training calls done on that, but folks, that could take several days, maybe even a week or more. So if you have questions on that, you are welcome to connect with us via the support desk. You're also welcome to get in touch with your team leaders. They may have some strategies in mind for you that are very, very powerful. Now, Lamont, just real quick for the leaders here on this call, what happens here is, especially for Joe Average, Susie Average, they get started, they may not have a lot of JubiBucks to get started. And they're going to leverage their JubiBucks, giving them away, virtual sampling, working hard to help JubiMax grow, bringing us customers, and because of their promotional activities, I am in return helping them award, I'm awarding them points. Right now they have these points, and these points are what they can leverage with our revenue sharing through our daily leadership bonus pool to actually have an opportunity to earn daily. It's very, very powerful. But let's say that Lamont, you've got Joe average, Susie average, and they didn't start with a lot. And as they actually earn e-cash through promoting, they may say, I want to put the maximum amount of that I can, or 50% of that I can, or 60 or 75 or 30 or whatever percentage right over to JubiBucks so that they get more JubiBucks. Now this is really important. They get more JubiBucks. They have the opportunity to go out and promote those JubiBucks. They actually have the opportunity to give those away. They earn more points. They grow. Very important. But let's look at what that does upline. Because now what happens is, T. Lamont, and this was the question that you asked me, right before the webinar there. Yes, when somebody is using eCash to purchase JubiBucks, whether they're doing it on the fly instantaneously with the setting in their back office, or whether they're doing it with a manual separate purchase, at the end of the day, one thing is true. Hey, when somebody direct to you purchases JubiBucks, if you're qualified, you have the opportunity to earn through our power generational bonuses. And at a diamond, you're earning 10, 5, and 1. So you're actually earning 3 generations. Then when this runs hourly, and again, comp plans can be one of those things that are really fun and exciting, but can also be a little bit overwhelming. But I'm going to tell you something. When it's running hourly, folks, if you just follow the steps, you're going to see some amazing positive growth. Now, the next thing on the list here, T. Lamont, is where do we need to go to actually buy more JubiBucks with eCash? So let's talk about how we can go do that. Just a second.
Okay.
Now we're back inside here. It may take a moment for this to actually show, but we're going to actually navigate over to my account, my financials. Let's just kind of click on over here, my account, my financials, and then we're going to click on eCash. And if we come all the way over here, let's see here, where can we go? Let's kind of look over here. We've got, let's go over here to our, in fact, I was wondering why that was so big. I had that zoomed in here. Let's go over here again to, let me just kind of show everybody those steps. My account, my financials, okay? And eCash, and then JubiBuck Manager, okay? So very simple. Now, once you're inside here, I call this the vault, but it's really the JubiBuck Manager. And this is where inside of this account, you can see, T. Lamont, there are 7,755 available JubiBucks. And if you also note up here, this account has 2,320 in eCash. There's a little button right here that says Buy JubiBucks. And so I can actually go right now and I could spend right here on this webinar, I could actually just go buy another 1,000 JubiBucks, which I'm sure would actually make, that would be great for me, because now I have an opportunity to go out and share those JubiBucks and earn points. Okay, but it's also going to make my sponsor happy as well. Because why? Because now they're able to actually earn a commission on that as well. So let's see if we can actually do this here. There you go. So we just actually purchased. You'll notice right up here at the top. I know it's small, T. Lamont, but it's a webinar. But my eCash was now debited. I now have more JubiBucks. Let's go back and see that work. I got my account, my financials, eCash, and JubiBuck Manager. And again, folks, it may take you a couple of times going through here before it gets really fluid. It's actually very simple. And so now you can see instead of 7,755, I have 8,755 that I want to be able to give away so that I can incentivize new people to find out about JubiMax.com, and in exchange, the company's going to give us points. Now, these points, well, they are really important to them because that's how we're going to be able to participate in the revenue sharing through our daily leadership bonus pool. Let's look down here and see how this works, okay? Now, you can choose, T. Lamont, what denomination that you want to give away your JubiBuck giveaway certificates. So let's say, T. Lamont, that I wanted to give away 100 denomination JubiBuck giveaway certificates, okay? Now, this will tally, so I just clicked the update button, it reloaded the page, and it shows me I have 87 certificates that I can give away at 100 JubiBucks each. Now, that's great if, of course, this is a test account, but T. Lamont, let's say we've got Joe Average, Susie Average here on the call. They don't have thousands to give away. Maybe they've just started with 50. And maybe they've just started with 50 JubiBucks. So they would set that denomination to 5, and it would actually give them the opportunity when we click on these links, you would be giving away 5 Jubi bucks, and as soon as that person claimed it, you would be earning 5 Jubi points. Let's go ahead and kind of take a look right now at one of these, and here we go. I'm going to show the screen here, and let's see here. This should be showing up any minute. Again, we are jam-packed, absolutely filled to the brim here, so this is taking a few moments to actually show for everyone. It's up on my screen. I'm just going to kind of wait patiently for a moment and make sure that that has an opportunity. There we go. All right, so here you can see, Tilamont, that you can now market this link, and when people take advantage of this, when they become a customer over here, what happens is you have successfully given away those Jubi bucks, and you've earned now 5 points in this example. Now, those points begin to accrue, and the more points you have, the more opportunity that you have to participate in our daily revenue sharing through our daily leadership bonus pool. Very, very exciting. So maybe you don't want to give away the Jubi training one. Maybe you want to give away the weight loss. Let's take a peek here. This is the weight loss one, okay? And by the way, I'm going to show everyone here in just a few moments, and Tilamont, this is also very new. I'm going to show everyone here on this call. These are amazing. But I'm going to show everyone what's possible with the upcoming pro marketing system. We're going to do that here in just a moment too, just a sneak peek here. And then of course we have the skincare. Very, very exciting. Now let me just say this, because I think this is really, really huge for everyone, Tilamont. This is live right now. You have the ability right now, Tilamont, to go into your Jubi account manager and begin giving away Jubi bucks so that you can get Jubi points, so that come April 8th, when we begin revenue sharing through our daily leadership bonus pool, you're not missing out. Now, that was a lot. That was a mouthful. That was a whole lot in just about 5 or 10 minutes there. So I just want to maybe see, Tilamont, if you can kind of repeat that back to me. Maybe we can go over some points that might needed to have been a little bit more clear. This is big stuff. I am amazed they got all this done, Tilamont. Might have lost Tilamont out there. Okay, so Tilamont, you may have an opportunity here in a couple of moments to rejoin us here, and if you do, that'll be fantastic. But I'm going to go ahead and actually just press forward, and I'm going to take questions over here. I know I've got some of our staff here that are going to be able to answer questions as well. So if you have questions on what we're covering here, don't hesitate. Type in a question over here, and our amazing team is going to do everything they can to actually help you get those answered. So let's kind of take a look. I want to make sure that we get an opportunity to kind of cover this. I know we have some leaders on the call. The maximum denomination that you can make a Jubi Buck giveaway certificate is 400, and we're going to talk a little bit more here in just a second about some of the other key parts. But before we do, I want to share with you that there are 4 different boxes here. There are 4 different boxes. We have the Jubi Buck giveaway certificates. We have Jubi Vacations, which is coming soon. We have Jubi Trainer coming soon, and we actually have Jubi Samples, which is also coming soon. And that is going to be highly integrated into the pro marketing system as well, which I'm going to show you samples on in just a little bit, and I know you're going to be really excited. Now, this convert inventory is not live yet. A lot of you are going to click that button. They're not live yet, but you will see that go live very, very soon over the next several days to the next week, and some parts of this will actually take up to 14 days or so to go live as we continue to grow. You'll also be able to click on the Jubi Buck history, okay? And it looks like we just timed out on this account here, but you will also be able to log in and see your Jubi Buck history, which is really important, and you will also have the opportunity to give away more Jubi bucks. And again, this is another really important part of this. And I know there's a lot of content here in just a short period of time, but let's see if I can't make this go live here. So I just relogged in here. Let's kind of take a look. We're going to go back my account, my financials. You're going to put in your PIN. Very, very simple. Now you're going to go over to eCash and Jubi Buck Manager. And I'm going to click back over here to where it says give more Jubi bucks. This is where you're going to have the opportunity to go into your customers. You're going to be able to see your customers that have come in through your promotional activity, through giving away Jubi Bucks, through giving away Jubi virtual samples. You're going to be able to see your customers here. T. Lamont, did I hear you just come back on, sir?
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, I got kicked off, my friend, but I am back, Mr. President.
No worries, no worries. So here's where we were, just to kind of bring you up to speed. On the previous page, right here under the Jubi Buck Manager, there's a button here to give more Jubi Bucks, okay? So T. Lamont, let's say that through your promotional activities, giving away Jubi Bucks, giving away virtual samples, you have acquired some customers, and now, T. Lamont, we begin to talk about why revenue sharing is possible. We begin to talk about why JubiMax has such a tremendous global appeal, and that is because e-commerce, ladies and gentlemen, make no mistake, e-commerce is the largest industry, make no mistake. And the #1 challenge facing e-commerce is customer loyalty. Because T. Lamont, as you know, it's just too easy for companies to be able to offer loss leaders and to spend money to effectively buy customers away from other online portals, because there's no people involved, there's no relationships involved. So you want to have the opportunity, T. Lamont, to continue to incentivize loyalty with your customers. And so all you would need to do as you're growing your business, you will be able to actually come in here, T. Lamont, find one of your customers and actually push loyalty rewards over to them in the form of additional Jubi Bucks. So that is really, really powerful. And T. Lamont, I just wanted to make sure that you had a chance to kind of weigh in on that. That is absolutely huge.
Okay, so now make sure I understand this. And again, you may, family, forgive me for being cut off if you're hearing this again. So does that mean if I have Joe customer, all right, I have Joe customer, and I get my daily rewards, or I get some commissions from building my team, and I take those commissions, I buy more Jubi Bucks. You're telling me my existing customer, Joe customer, my existing customer, Joe customer, I'm going to be able to give him or Jill customer additional Jubi Bucks, even though I've already gotten them as a customer. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes. Now, there are some limits. There are limits. Okay. And so we're going to cover them, and I'm going to actually just scoot on down past a couple of things that I wanted to share. Let me go over this right now. You may give away up to $750 worth of product value to a new customer, with no more than 400 being in the form of Jubi Buck giveaway certificates. So that's why the maximum denomination of a Jubi Buck giveaway certificate is 400. Now, as we bring on these other boxes for Jubi Travel, the virtual sampling through Jubi Samples, as well as the Jubi Trainer, you will be able to also give some of those products to an existing customer as well, and you will actually be able to do that up to $750 worth of product value. So let's look at an example, Tuma. Let's say that you want to give 50 Jubi Bucks to a brand new customer, and they accept, and they're shopping and they're moving around in there, and then maybe you are earning additional Jubi Bucks. You're out promoting, you're doing what you're supposed to. You earn another 20 Jubi Bucks. You can go over to that customer, and maybe they didn't have enough Jubi Bucks to get their first product that they wanted for free. You can just shoot them over that next 20 Jubi Bucks. Okay. And you're going to be able to do that. That is actually going to be live within the next 24 to 48 hours, up to that maximum for that first month for that customer, no more than 400 being in the form of Jubi Buck giveaway certificates. Now, beyond that, there are some other limits, because we do want to make sure that customers are, using their Jubi Bucks, consuming them, and we're doing everything we can to create lifetime customers for everyone that shop at Jubi Bucks, so or at JubiMax.com. So we have some additional things down here. Currently, where we are is that you're actually going to be able to give that customer up to 50 Jubi Bucks or product value each month, as long as they're continuing to consume the product, redeem a high percentage of that product. So even beyond the original $750 worth of product value, T. Lamont, you're going to be able to continue to keep that customer as a loyal customer by giving them additional Jubi bucks.
And Mr. President, I would imagine that Mr. Attorney, Mrs. Attorney would love that, because this isn't just getting a customer and just giving them some Jubi bucks and they never consume. This is when that customer uses Jubi bucks, we're now able to go back to them and give them more Jubi bucks because they are consuming. They're actually purchasing. They're using the Jubi bucks, so that we actually now don't just get people registering as a free customer, but we get people going from being a free customer to an actual product using customer, and we're able to incentivize them on a monthly basis so long as they continue to be a loyal customer. That is amazing. And ladies and gentlemen, I hope you get that. Hope you get that. That is very key from a regulatory standpoint, as well as your and I ability to have a customer that we don't just give our Jubi bucks and our products to one time, but that we could continually give to those customers that are actually consuming. Absolutely brilliant, Mr. President.
Well, and here's why, and I'm only going to take about 3 minutes on this, but I really believe that it is so important. I mentioned it earlier. Online commerce, again, make no mistake, this is the great wild, wild west. This is the great opportunity for all of us to stake our flag in the ground and say, this is our customer, this is our ground. It is huge online commerce. But what are the two things that you face? The number one I've already shared here, T. Lamont, and that is loyalty. You know, you can go out tomorrow and get a customer, and you build an online portal, you get a customer, and then as soon as they get a better deal somewhere else, they jump ship and they leave. So customer loyalty is a huge trillion-dollar question out there in the global economy, multi-trillion-dollar question. Make no mistake about it. Our very unique system at JubiMax.com allows us to overcome one of the biggest hurdles out there, folks, which is how do you create a relationship with your customers, and how do you actually incentivize them and establish that loyalty so that they come back month after month. That's the big one. But T. Lamont, I'll tell you the other big one is that there are so many companies who have amazing products and services, as do we with JubiMax.com, but the reality of it is prospects are skeptical. And let's face it, you could have the world's best product, but if it takes a little bit of explaining, then you're going to have a skeptical customer. Well, let's look at our business model. What makes what we do so special, T. Lamont, is that we give you the ability, folks, to do what we call virtual sampling. We give you the ability to actually allow that person to become a customer with virtually no out-of-pocket cost at all to try the product. Now, do they need to pay for shipping? Absolutely. Okay. Now, maybe you are actually only giving away, maybe you're giving away 45 Jubi bucks and the product is $50. Do they need to pay that other $5 plus shipping and handling? Yes. But T. Lamont, what we've done is we have significantly, and I mean dramatically, reduced the skepticism that that prospect has in being willing to try that product for the first time. Now, I've used these products. These are amazing products, although I have to admit I still have not tried the nighttime peptides anti-aging, T. Lamont. I just can't, I just haven't brought myself to do that yet. But as I was telling somebody that the other day, they actually said to me, why not? I mean, you're not getting any younger. And I said, well, so thanks for that, But here's the thing. These are amazing products that are not just, off-the-shelf things. These are amazing formulations. There's a tremendous story behind each of these products. Your customers are really going to have the very best chance possible to want to reorder month after month. And if you can continue to incentivize them, to continue to reach out to them and help make them a happy customer, you can give them additional bucks. You can say, hey, listen, if you do this, we'll give you a few more bucks, etc. There's all these different special things. It's going to help us do two big things. Get the customer, keep the customer. That's the key to online commerce success, and that's why JubiMax is here, and that's why everyone here on this call has such a fantastic opportunity. T. Lamont, I've got a few more things that I want to show. Are there any questions, do you think, T. Lamont, specifically about that?
Mr. President, since I can give away $750 worth of product value to a new customer, no more of that can be 400. So does that mean I can go through and if I wanted to give them the full skincare line, Jubi skincare line, the youth line, because I don't think the full amount is 750. I could give someone the full skincare line and still be able to come back to that customer and give them either Jubi Bucks or even other products. Is that correct, sir?
Absolutely. As long as in the first month we limit it to 750 total for the first month. So if you wanted to do 600 in virtual sampling, give them virtually one of everything, or 700, I mean, we could add it up. Our product line is growing. It's hard for me to know exactly what that number is right now, T. Lamont, because we have so many products showing now, but we actually have so many more products that are coming in. So yes, you could allow someone to try an entire product line. You could allow someone to try one of each product line. You've got all these different possibilities. In fact, let me just pop on over while you're talking about that, T. Lamont. I'm just going to actually pop on over to the JubiBuck manager for just a second. Hang on. And
while you're doing that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're really seeing why JubiRev, Jubi Max is, not will become, is the standard bearer in the revenue sharing arena. What other company in the revenue sharing arena has real tangible products we can get out to our consumers as our sampling, our virtual sampling? This is amazing. Go on, Mr. President.
So this is that page again. And again, sometimes, T. Lamont, people look at several different options and they say, oh, wait, that's too much. That's too confusing. Well, there's a balance here, folks, between you seeing a brand new system that's going to revolutionize an entire industry. Why? Because we have the tools to help you get the customer, the tools to help you keep the customer, and that's the trillion-dollar secret in this industry. And that's what JubiMax is all about, and that's why we're willing to reward our independent promoters so much for helping us build that brand and establish ourselves. So yes, there are some moving pieces that are different and new, but be patient. We're going to have tons of training calls to make sure everybody gets through it. And then to go back to your specific question, T. Lamont, let's look at this page right here on the screen. We can actually go out, we can give prospects giveaway certificates. We can actually use the convert inventory button, which will be live here over the next 4 or 5 or 6 different days here coming up. You're going to be able to go over here and convert inventory to assign inventory to be used in giving away Jubi Vacations or Jubi Trainer or Jubi Sample specifically, which might be a great time for me to actually go ahead and talk a little bit about, if you've got just a minute here, let's talk a little bit about the pro marketing system. You know, T. Lamont, I think one of the #1 questions that we get right up here at the very top is pro marketing system. I know it's going to be exciting. I know it's going to be huge. What is the pro marketing system? Well, T. Lamont, are you ready for this? I'm pretty sure you haven't seen this before, and I'm really excited. In fact, I hope you haven't, because I really want to be the first one to kind of be able to show this off. Hang on just a second here. Let me just make sure I can get this up. I'm really excited about it. I am just so fired up and excited about it. Here we go. And let's see here. Here we go. This is just a quick sneak peek at the pro marketing system. Now, we are going to give all of our Jubi family every opportunity we possibly can to have success. There's no doubt about it. I want to be really clear. For those of you that want to take your business to the next level, the pro marketing system is a must-have. This system is going to take virtual sampling to a whole new level. Folks, when I say this is big, I'm not saying that because I'm presenting here tonight. I am in awe of this. Now, T. Lamont, let's take a look here. Now, again, this is just sample copy here on this page, so I have not been able to go through this. This is just sample copy, but I want to kind of show you what this does. This is your traditional internet marketing style page that actually goes through and allows the viewer to claim a free sample. And in this case, it's a free 1-month supply of one of our skincare line. Okay. Now, all the customer has to do, T. Lamont, is fill in this form, click Send Me My Trial. They'll be taken to a page where next, what do? Next, they have the opportunity to put in their shipping, little bit of shipping and handling. Now you've got a customer. We're mailing that out to them. They paid for the shipping and handling. You've got a customer. They're trying the product. They're going to have a great experience with the product. And at that point, we're going to have a customer who hopefully is going to be able to order month after month. And maybe month 2, or maybe even week 1, you want to be able to reach out to them and send them an email. We're going to have some awesome internal systems that are going to help with this and guide this. Maybe month 2, you see they haven't placed their next order yet. So what you can do, T. Lamont, is you can say, you know what? I've earned some Jubi bucks over here. This person tried the product. I hope they liked the product, or maybe you even got an email testimonial from them about how much they did like the product. You say, you know what? I'm going to give him an extra 10 Jubi bucks this month to incentivize him to go ahead and reorder the product. Okay? You got to get people used. You got to create the habit, T. Lamont, of getting your customers to want to buy from you over and over again. Very, very important. So these are pretty exciting things, T. Lamont.
Again, I'm looking at my experience, the 2 years that I've been, 19 years in the industry, but the 2 years in revenue sharing, and I'm looking at companies that were generating $5, $6, $7, $10 million a day, and here we are. We haven't even started revenue sharing, and to see the types of tools, the types of giveaways, that page that you showed earlier with the skincare, that being designed by this professional affiliate marketing group that we've referenced over and over and over again, that would make 6 figures selling these types of products online without building a team. Ladies and gentlemen, and then when you add that with the first wave bonus, Mr. President, if I can just say this real quickly, give it back to you to complete everything. But Mr. President, I've got to think that we've got leaders out there that, because of the state of the industry, where they didn't really go for it like they could have. Maybe they wanted to see the daily revenue sharing pop up. Maybe they wanted to see the commissions show up, even though all these things were working behind the scenes. And so you've given folks a chance over these next 3 weeks, I believe it is, through the 22nd, that even if people did not fully capitalize on the founder's bonus, they can strongly capitalize, and now in many cases they've got proof in the pudding to capitalize on the first wave bonus. And then all that you're showing us right now, this is going live, the giveaway pages. How soon will that be live, sir?
Well, let's talk about that for just a moment, because I think this is really, really important. I'm going to show you another slide here, and then I'm going to talk specifically about dates here. Just a second. Right here on the screen, right here on the screen. Oh yeah, we're on a digital line. Didn't mean to cut you off, Lamont. Right here on the screen, I want everybody to kind of see this. We're even going to have customizable links. So let's say, for instance, T. Lamont, that on average you usually want to give away your Jubi Buck certificates in like 10 or 15 or 20 or $50 denominations, right? Well, okay. What if, T. Lamont, what if you had your favorite auntie, and maybe this favorite auntie had always baked you cookies, had always sent you $10 every birthday. I'll never forget my favorite auntie, and I have to admit, I would run to the mailbox a few days before my birthday. T. Lamont, is the greatest thing in the world to be able to go open up that mailbox, and I knew that at least a few days before my birthday, I would get that letter from my auntie. And I'm so embarrassed to say this, but I know that sometimes I opened up the card, I opened up the letter, and I counted the cash before I read it. Years later, I had to apologize to her for that, but I was just being a kid. That's what kids do, right? But what if, T. Lamont, I wanted to be able to send my favorite auntie, what if I wanted to be able to send her 300 Jubi bucks, right? What if I wanted to be able to just do a little bit more for her? Well, we actually have coming up here, I'm going to show everyone where it is. It's going to come live here over the next 7 to 14 days. Some of these are you don't need folks to actually go out and have a success story here, but we all want them. So we're going to make sure that what's live right now is everything that you need to begin promoting, to begin giving away Jubi bucks, to begin helping us get customers. But I want you to look right over here on this page. We're back at the Jubi Buck Manager, and what I'm going to do, T. Lamont, I'm just going to zoom in right here. I'm just going to zoom in, and a little bit weird on the screen there. Just going to zoom in a little more, everybody. Be patient. Here we go. Look right down here. and this is coming up on the screen right now. What if I wanted to be able to give my favorite auntie or people that I know personally that I've had maybe a little bit longer meeting with, what if I wanted to give them the opportunity to have more than my average denomination? I could click here, T. Lamont, to create a personal invite link.
Oh, wow.
Specifically for my auntie, okay?
Wow.
Where I could give her 400 right there, boom. And I know she tries the products, she pays for shipping, she uses them, she has a good experience, she's going to order month after month. And
wow.
That is where, so let's talk about the time here, because I know we want to make sure we keep this moving here. Real important. Right now we are live, folks. You can begin giving away JubiBuck certificates right now. You can begin giving away JubiBucks right now and earning points. Now, I do have a note from my tech team to actually mention that that you should not expect to see those points for about 24 hours. They are being tallied, but they're all going through a manual review process. Very important here that we maintain the integrity of the system. So just want to let everyone know, you can begin giving away JubiBuck gift certificates right now, creating customers here tonight while we're on the live webinar, right after the webinar, all night long, in the morning. You can start right now. Points won't show in your back office for about 24 to 36 hours, but they are being tallied. And what is really exciting is that the real countdown, T. Lamont, has now begun. The real countdown to revenue sharing has begun. Now, I have to say, I've never actually launched any other revenue sharing company, so I can't speak for how they did, but let me just ask you, T. Lamont, how are we doing over here?
You want to ask me? Remember, I said I didn't say we will become. I just said a few moments ago, we are. Right now, we are the standard bearer in revenue sharing, and we haven't even started revenue sharing. That starts a week from tonight, and then coupled with the first wave bonuses, coupled with the tremendous work that our technological team has done, coupled with the professionalism, we're off to the races, ladies and gentlemen. And then the pro marketing said, my gosh, we're off to the races.
Now, let's talk a little bit about Pro Marketing System. Again, I know we're burning up the midnight oil here a few minutes after when I was hoping to get everything knocked out by T. Lamont. But the Pro Marketing System, here's what I can tell you, folks. Over the next 7 to 14 days, you're going to be looking for some heavy updates on the Pro Marketing System. My primary focus, as is the focus of our current team, working on everything, and by the way, we've more than doubled in the last several weeks, because we are just growing, adding support staff. By the way, I mean, folks, this is happening. As T. Lamont says, it's not what's coming, it's what's here right now. You have the opportunity right now to participate in what I believe will be one of the biggest movers and shakers in the online e-commerce industry, entrepreneurial industry, for many, many decades to come. Very, very important. So look for updates on that. But I also know that that teams out there are already working just all the time. I'm getting word that that there are companies out there that are going to be very powerful third-party systems. I want to remain completely neutral on it. So you're going to want to make sure that you get in touch with your sponsor, your team leader, and find out, what's out there. Find out what the word is on the street for powerful third-party vendors that are going to be able to help you go out and get customers. But T. Lamont, one of the things that I just want to end with, because it's such a powerful start to our call here, is commissions are live, and the first wave bonus is epic. I mean, it's huge, T. Lamont. Have you gotten any questions about that? I haven't had a chance to look while we've been on the call.
I'm sorry. I know that someone was doing a lot of personal answering to questions. I'll go through real quickly and look for some if you want to address a few questions.
Yeah, if you see anything that you want us to address. Meanwhile, I'm just going to kind of quickly go through a couple of final slides here, folks. One is the Jubi style. You know, really, really exciting. 5 or 6, I believe, 1-carat diamonds that you know, we'll see where it all shakes out. Some people are still out building. They may actually achieve some rank advancement here before the night is out with the new first wave bonuses. I know that we're going to have so many more people achieving rank advancement here, so it's going to be really exciting. And that's where we want to start talking about who's going to get the first car bonus. So let me ask you that for the leaders here on the call here tonight, and for those of you that are soon to be leaders, let me just ask you, who is going to be the very first person to achieve the car bonus, and what kind of car are you going to get, folks? The car bonus can be applied to BMW, Mercedes, Porsche, or even a Corvette. So I don't know, T. Lamont, which one that you're going to drive, but I have to say I'm kind of a Mercedes guy, so I'm actually going to want to be taking a look at that. And I actually somebody just Skyped me in here, just put in the questions here, T. Lamont, that our new presidential diamond director would look very good in a convertible with your hair down. So I'm not sure. Oh, that's fantastic. So, all right, well, I've just got, I believe, one more slide here. Let's see if I've got one more slide here tonight. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and see if there's any other questions, and we'll do our best to kind of answer those. Bottom line is this, folks, what we have put together here as a company is unbelievable. What you have all helped us do as a team, as part of our Jubi family, goes beyond words. And I want to thank each and every one of you out here on tonight's call as leaders, as soon-to-be leaders, those Joe Average, Susie Average coming in, not sure exactly what to do yet, but you're fired up and you're ready to go out and help us promote, help us build the JubiMax brand. I want to thank each and every one of you. T. Lamont, for your tireless leadership. You have certainly earned every bit of that presidential diamond director. I want to thank you. For our other leaders here on the call whose names that I did not mention, over this next week or two, I will be reaching out to you, and if you have not heard from me, you should be reaching out to me so that we get an opportunity. Some of you like to kind of just be really quiet. You're a little bit you know, not really into jumping out on calls. Those of you that are open to it, I'd like to have an opportunity to really present some awards to you. I'm really big on awards, T. Lamont, and I know that as we continue to move forward with our launch, we're going to be talking about some regionals, and at some point we're going to have the conversation about our very first Jubi event. But let's keep focused, everyone, right now on what's important, and that is to continue to grow, to continue to dig in, position yourself for what is to come. And of course, the countdown now, 7 days. 7 days to revenue sharing. T. Lamont, that has to be exciting.
It is, and we've got a lot of questions. You tell me, how much time do we have for an optional Q&A session here, my friend?
Well, you know, one thing I don't want to do is I don't ever want to just be done when there's still questions. So let's do at least 10 minutes of questions here and see how many we can fit in, and we'll go as long as we can. I definitely want to make sure that all of our independent promoters, all of our Jubi family, are empowered with what they need to go out and continue to grow and prosper and succeed. Okay, all right. So a few questions here. Number one.
Jubi vacations. How soon might we be able to give away access to the Jubi vacations?
Well, and I want to be really careful in how I answer this. It will be in the next 7 to 14 days. I can tell you that. If it can be done sooner, it will be done sooner, no doubt about it. One thing I want to tell you is that I love to travel, T. Lamont. I know you're down in Chile right now. I know you love to travel, but let me just kind of say this while we've got everybody here on the call. Just get everybody's attention real quick. I know this is going to mess up your little box here, but let me ask everybody here on the call a question. I want you to grab your little keyboard. I want you to type in an answer right here in the questions box. How many of you would love to travel the world like the rich and famous for just pennies on the dollar? Come on, folks. How many of you would love to discover how to literally travel the world like the rich and famous for just pennies on the dollar? How many
why
of
did
you?
why did you do that to me? You know that just messed up my question box.
I know. I apologize. Okay, let me ask you, how many of you would like to get paid to travel the world? How many of you would actually like to get paid to travel the world? Now, T. Lamont, what is illustrative here is that we have a very special skill set at JubiRev, Jubi Max, where we're going to be able to empower our promoters with the ability to go out and market with these types of questions, with this type of experience and expertise, to actually be able to help people go out and understand, oh, wow, I would love to do that. Well, yeah, show me that product. Because I got to tell you, we have products and services, and again, if nothing else, and I know that's messing up all your questions there, I do apologize to you, but here's the thing. We have real products and services that people truly want. Now, let me ask you another question here, and I'm going to mess up your questions again, so go ahead and kind of get your place, and then I'm going to do it again. Let me ask you this, folks. How many of you out here on today's call would really, truly love to have the opportunity to lose 10 or 15 pounds and keep it off? Now, let me just ask you, how many of you would, you're sick of the yo-yo diets, you're sick of, the TV infomercials that don't work, how many of you would love to get back to high school skinny and have an opportunity to fit into those high school jeans? Okay, now let me ask you a question. How many of you would literally like to get paid to lose a little bit of weight, feel great, and have more energy all through the day? See, T. Lamont, this is our product line. For you ladies out here, and I suppose I really shouldn't limit it to ladies, but how many of you would literally like to begin to look and feel like you did 10 years ago? How many of you would really like to be able to say, you know what? Wow, I feel like I look better. I feel more confident. I feel more energized. We have an amazing skincare line. We have an amazing energy line. How many of you out there know what the #1 health concern for a lot of Americans is? How many of you know that that really is cardio? How many of you understand just how important that is, right? Well, what if there was an amazing, great tasting product that was very nutritious and was specifically formulated and designed to empower your body to reach maximum health, especially as it relates to cardio? And of course, this is not intended to diagnose or treat any disease, but we all are smart people and we understand how important it is to have great nutrition, right? Let me tell you something, folks. We have a line of products here with JubiRev, Jubi Max. Make no mistake about it. These are products and services that people want. All we need to do as a company is overcome the 2 biggest challenges, and that is, how do you keep customers loyal? How do you get customers to move past skepticism and say, yes, I will try that with you today? We have the right products, the right marketing system here with JubiRev, Jubi Max that's going to empower the masses. Now, maybe we got people out here on the call, maybe they're new and they say, well, that was a lot. It sounded great, but I'm not sure I could ever be a great salesperson. That's okay, because we have a step-by-step system that's going to do the telling and selling for you. All I need you to do is be committed, do the work, go to ground, help us build our brand, and you're going to get an opportunity to get a share of this slice of the pie. Very simple, and that is why everybody loves revenue sharing, T. Lamont, because it's fair. Everybody gets a chance. It's fair. That's what I love about it. So I know I've probably ruined about 300 great questions for you, T. Lamont. I won't do that anymore. Not on this call.
Okay. Jubi rebates. So Jubi vacation sounds like 14 days away before that's fully functional, live and functional. Jubi rebates. Do we have a time frame on Jubi rebates?
At this point, I know that we had a very big update call. I do not have a final timeline on Jubi rebates. I can tell you that if there are any things I can do as a president to move it along faster, I certainly will. What I'm thinking right now is that it's going to be a huge month in the month of April, and that while folks are out continuing to dig in and really build their grassroots campaign and taking advantage of that incredible first wave bonus, by the time they wake up and realize all the amazing things that have happened, I'm expecting by that time, T. Lamont, we will have the rebate system in place.
Okay, all right. Give me just a moment. I'm trying to get back to some of the questions. Some of you are asking some questions about the commissions or the Jubi bucks, and what you would need to do is, if your question has not been answered there, send a support desk question. Okay, give me just a moment. Bear with me. Someone is asking if Frank is asking, if I give away JubiBucks and the customer does not use the JubiBucks, what happens? Frank, remember, when you give away the JubiBucks, at the point that your customer gets the JubiBucks, and if you remember, Mr. President showed a couple of giveaway pages. I'm not even talking about the pro marketing system one. I'm just talking about the. Mr. President, can you go back and find the standard giveaway page where we're giving away the JubiBuck gift certificates? And notice that conversion of language there. I guess that's what the attorneys want us to use, those JubiBuck gift certificates. So, Frank, when someone registers to get, whether it was 5 or 50 or 100 or however many you were giving away, however many you set your system to give away, up to 400 as a max, when they register, friend, and they get their JubiBuck certificate, at that point, you are awarded Jubi points. If you gave away a $5 certificate, 5 Jubi points. You gave away $50, $100 certificate, you got 100 Jubi points. Now, if they then come back and they actually use those JubiBucks to purchase product, then the system is going to allow you to give them more JubiBucks, up to 50 JubiBucks the following month, as an incentive, or as a attaboy, if you will, attagirl, because they use the products, okay? So hopefully that answers that particular question there. Give us a moment here. People are asking about placing ads. When the daily revenue starts, so this is a good thing to start doing now. Mr. President, could you go over to all the way over to the left so that people can see where they're going to go to get ads to place, to copy and paste, if you will, and then where they're going to go to show the system that they placed their ad. And Mr. President, I know we've got a lot going on here. Is it safe to say, is there going to be a training? I know you did a training webinar this past Saturday. Will there be another training webinar this coming Saturday?
Yes, that is actually already been scheduled, and so it will be at the exact same time as last week, yes. And we're going to send out emails about that. We're also going to make sure there's a link in the back office. But right here, I believe, is the promoter links that that you were talking about. It looks like I've timed out here just a second.
Okay.
Just a second here.
All right, I'll go to the next question while you're getting back in. Someone's asking, what is considered a dollar worth of product value versus JubiBucks? Dean, and I'm not sure, Mr. President, if Jubi Max is ready yet or not. If it's not, I'm assuming it's just maybe hours or a couple days away. Dean, if someone, you can give away $750 worth of product value. Now, what is that product value? Well, if you gave away the cardio product, which I think is somewhere between $40 and $50 for that product, let's say it's $50, I don't remember right offhand, that would be $50 worth of product value. If you gave away the entire youth line, which is a skincare line, just think 4 products in there, add all that up, if you gave away all of that, whatever the retail pricing is of that, that would be the product value there. So ultimately what you could wind up doing, my friend, is you could give away the youth line, you could give away the weight loss line, you could give away all to the same customer, which then gives us a better chance that that customer will come back and consume more, and at the same time you generated Jubi points as a result of doing that. So whatever the retail price is of the product, that's what is considered by giving away that certain amount of dollar worth of product value. All right, so now when we're ready for placing ads daily, we come under marketing, we come under marketing, and right now you see your promoter links there, and you'll notice that previously with your promoter links, what you had was your Jubi Rev promoter link from a, hey, I want to recruit you standpoint. Now what you have is you've got several giveaway pages. Mr. President, could you maybe just pull up one? Maybe let's pull up the weight loss Jubi training. I'm sorry, not the Jubi training.
No worries. I can pull up any of them or all of them.
Okay, so I'm assuming that, so right now these pages are available. Is that correct? So I could actually send to my sister, my brother, my cousin, my Facebook family. Oh, wow. Look at that. Will you look at that? All right, so I can actually send them to a giveaway page. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, you can send them to a giveaway page. Absolutely.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Now, also, so understand that, ladies and gentlemen. The other thing is the question here was about posting your ads. I don't know if the ads are back there just yet. Can we go back to the?
Yep, so this is one of the giveaway pages. We've still got a lot of people on here, and I don't know if it's something I'm doing wrong or the webinar is just lagging a little bit, but this is a picture of one of the giveaway pages right here. And
Fantastic.
we had live ones here on the call. This is one of the personalized ones that will be there at some point in the future. They're not live yet. I can show you, though, that we have, there's another one here that's available tonight. Just a second. Just a second. I can show you that one. And
so, ladies and gentlemen, while the president is bringing this up, with these links, this is the time to go on and start putting it out on Facebook. This is the time to go on and start tweeting it out. This is the time to go on and start emailing it out. Even those folks that maybe haven't joined you in the business, let's go on and get them as customers. Particularly, some of you have generated some tremendous commissions, and you're going to want to purchase more Jubi Bucks, so on and so forth. So what we want to be doing between now and next Monday, when revenue sharing starts, is we now want to convert Jubi Bucks into Jubi Points. Jubi Bucks into Jubi Points by sending out these links for the giveaways.
now I've got, this is one of the skincare ones right here on the screen. We've also got, this is kind of a sneak peek of the Jubi trainer that's going to be coming very soon. That's right here. Live in the back office tonight are the, this is the Jubi trainer. Live in the back office tonight are, and this is really exciting, the weight loss page, just like this one right here that you see. It'll pop up here in just a moment. And then there's the weight loss, the skincare, and the gift certificate. Those are all live here on tonight's call. So you can start giving away Jubi Bucks now and earning points as quickly as possible.
Okay. By the way, Mr. President, those when we give away the Jubi Bucks, did you say earlier that the Jubi points may be lagging in terms of showing up in the back office just as a precautionary accounting measure to make sure that it's all working the way it should be?
Correct. So for those of you who are here on the call live on Monday night, April 1, and you're giving away Jubi, cards, the gift certificates, you're giving those away. You can actually get customers who are logging in, redeeming those. The system's working great, but you may not see those points hit your account for about 24 hours.
Okay. Okay. Can we go back to the training account for just a few moments there?
Absolutely. Where do you want to go, the training?
Back to training and then marketing, and then where we were replacing the ad.
Okay. So right under marketing,
Jubi Vacations is coming.
Daily ad
There we go.
placement.
Okay. So, all right. So someone was asking, where do I place ads? If you look, you've got actually, can you go to advertising venues? Right beneath where you are right now, advertising venues.
I'm here.
I'm not sure if that's coming soon, if that's already been.
Oh,
Okay.
here.
So someone's asking, well, where can I place? Where will we be able to go and place ads? So these are just some samples. These aren't the only places that you can place ads. Okay. And I'm sure there'll be even some Facebook utilities that I know some folks are using. There'll be some ad placement services. The company can't promote any specific one. But you can place, obviously, your own ad here. You have plenty of places here and many others that you can Google. And then go to daily ad placement, if you would, Mr. President.
Okay.
So you're going to choose where you want to place your ad. Then you're going to go to daily ad placement. You click on sample approved daily ads. Sample approved daily ads, one of the gray buttons there. And here you're going to see the ad that you can play. So you can view the ad. So why don't we view one of those? I don't know if those are those live yet.
They are. I'm
okay.
hovered over it.
All right, so you can see what that ad would be saying, and all you would have to do is go over to the right-hand side where it says copy ad, copy that ad, place it with whatever, wherever you decided to advertise for that day, and then you'll come back once you've placed your ad. You'll have a URL as to where your ad was placed, and you'll be able to come right back under the marketing, right back under the ad placement piece there, and you'll be able to post your ad to tell the system, telling JubiRev, Jubi Max, where you placed your ad for that day. So it would be a good thing to do this, leaders, between now and next week. It would be great for all of us to start getting familiar with going in our back office, going on and placing ads. And I wouldn't wait till next week when revenue sharing starts. I'd go on and start placing ads now. Going to start placing ads now. They have your link. You may pick up some customers to be able to give away Jubi Bucks or the virtual samples, generate Jubi points. Another quick question, and then, Mr. President, we could go on and on and on. So I know we're past our 10 minutes. Someone was asking about Jubi vacations, Jubi vacations. They noted that there were a couple of options once the Jubi vacations is ready to go. You can give someone a one-time use vacation, a two-time use, or three-time use. Three-time use simply means that they'll have access to come into the booking engine, the resort booking engine for the vacations. They'll be able to book as many as 3 separate vacations, and that has a retail value of $150. So if you had, let's say, 150 Jubi Bucks, you could give away a 3-time use vacation or access to that vacation, and your 150 bucks would cover that $150 retail value. And remember, you actually get a little extra incentive by giving away the Jubi samples and Jubi vacations, even above Jubi Bucks, because giving the samples and the vacations away actually give us a better chance that this customer will be a longer-term consuming customer. So that was a question that someone else had about Jubi vacations. Mr. President, we could go on and on and on, and we would probably be here for the next couple of hours. So how about I just give it back to you for you to close things out. If you were not able to get your question answered, come to the training webinar or connect with your leadership or send it to a support desk ticket if you must. Back to you, Mr. President.
So just a couple of quick things here, Tilam, on that. Actually, with the Jubi travel, I got to tell you, Jubi vacations is really exciting. And here's the thing that I want everyone to understand. Inside of your auto ship, so those of you, by the way, who have Max Bucks, you've purchased Max Bucks, maybe you've purchased a Jubi 15, a Jubi 50, a Jubi 100, a Jubi 200, and you have Max Bucks there. You need to make sure that you log in and spend those Max Bucks. Choose the products. We have digital delivery products. We have physical delivery products. You need to choose what you want to spend those Max Bucks on. One of those items, Tilamont, that people can go in and choose are the one-time use, two-time use, three-time use resort cards, but that price that members can actually purchase it for is a wholesale price. So it's $50, I believe, for the one-time use. It's $100 for the two-time use. It's $150 for the three-time use. But that's really just the wholesale cost to members. That's a really great value. In the back office over at Jubi Vacations, the retail prices on those are actually way more. So you're actually going to be able to give away a Jubi Vacations one-time use resort card, and that is 150 Jubi Bucks. Now, what's really exciting about it, as soon as your customer has gone in and accepted that, they're gonna see some videos, and they're gonna read some information, and they're gonna begin to understand that, wow, this is really incredible. Instead of just taking my family to like a Motel 6 or a Holiday Inn for $40, $50, $60 a night, where I'm going to spend $500 or $600 inside of a tiny cramped hotel room, they're going to be able to see how much better it would be if you could actually rent like a resort, like a condo with a little kitchenette, a living room, maybe some separate bedrooms. It's always nice to have the kids in a separate bedroom when you travel. And to be able to do that would normally cost anywhere between maybe $1,500 and $3,500. Well, they're going to quickly discover, Tilamont, that with that product, they're going to be able to save as much as 70% and be able to literally vacation resort style for about what they would have paid at like a Motel 6, you know, $400, $500, $600. So there's some pretty significant savings, but here's where it gets exciting, Lamont. I'm then going to say to that buyer through the copy, through the video, through the communication, hey, you already have a one-time use card. Would you like to take 2 or maybe 3 vacations instead? Would that be better? And Lamont, if they say yes, then here's what happens. They actually be able to, they upgrade right there, creating a customer. And then here's the best part. When they actually go use it, Lamont, boom, we have a customer right there. Okay, so very, very exciting. Those are some really exciting things there. And Lamont, as you noted, we are over time. I want to quickly mention to everyone here on this call just how proud I am of all of you. You have done so many amazing things. You've accomplished so much in such a short period of time that I really am in gratitude for all of you. And that's why we've put that first wave bonus there. And also, I would be remiss not to actually say to my incredible programming and design team, Lamont, who I know are nestled tightly in their bed, some of them under their desk. I mean, literally, some of them were too tired to drive home. I really want to say thank you to them. They may never actually hear this webinar because I'm going to put them right back to work as soon as they get in here, because we need to go live with revenue sharing here on April 8th, 2013. So with all of that said, any other final questions here, Lamont? If not, I'm going to close this out.
Let's go and close it out because we'd be here the next 3 hours answering all questions, Mr. President.
Awesome. Well, let me just close it out with this, folks. Every once in a while, you have a moment in time where you really are at the right place at the right time. And you've heard the phrase, you know, opportunities knocking, don't forget to answer the door. You know, you've heard the phrase, well, he got lucky. He got in over here at such and such a time. I truly believe, without any hype or being overly excited here, I just haven't had enough sleep to be too excited. I truly believe, as calmly as I can possibly say this to all of you, you are here at the right time. You are here knocking at the door when there is nothing but opportunity outside. All you need to do is just simply open that door. I want to say thank you to all of you for joining us here. You are at the right place at the right time. JubiRev, JubiMax is a company that is going to change lives. It is a company that is going to go places. And what I love most about it is that we truly all get an opportunity to go there together. We can all prosper and succeed. We even get an opportunity to give back. So with that said, I want to ask you one quick question as we close out the webinar. Are you making a stand here with JubiRev, JubiMax? And if you are, as you head off the line, I just want you to just type in a Y and just say yes, just say why, just say all in, folks, because the reality of it is this is our time. This is our moment to shine. You all deserve it and so much more. A life of abundance, time freedom, and financial freedom. And I'll see each and every one of you at the top, on the inside, and on the beaches of the world. Bye for now, everyone.
So that's it for now. If you have any questions, please contact your direct sponsor. Otherwise, you can send us a support ticket on our JubiGlobal team site. Thank you, and we look forward to hearing of your success.